Okay, guys. I was told to go back to the original, so I went to get this deck. And we're gonna start back from the original. Yeah, starting all over again. Starting back from the beginning. So someone here feels like they've got to start all over again. Okay, with the Page of Swords, they could still be watching and stalking someone, still wanting to be reckless, and I think this person is looking back on what they've done, how they've done things, why they did things the way that they did things. Because they're like re-examining. This person put the Empress in a third party. This person played with an Empress. And the secret's coming out. Maybe this Empress was a high priestess. We're gonna double check these here. Hear my dog outside. My wolf passed away recently, but she grew up with my wolf, so she's an Australian Shepherd, but she thinks she's a wolf. So when the train comes, she howls, or she tries to howl. She can't really howl, so it sounds more like a yip. But she tries, and it's cute. Maybe that's what someone's doing. They're trying something. They can't really get it, or they're afraid they won't get it, or they're afraid that someone's going to look at them differently. Okay, so we have the Tower reversed. Define it as temperance in the world. The reason why the Tower is reversed is because there was no successful completion of something, because someone had not healed. Someone went into something and they were not healed. So with the Page of Swords in reverse, someone now is stalking someone. And they could be getting aggravated, but they're trying to be strong, because they're like, look at this card. They're like, that's my person. That's my person. Maybe someone wanted to come back in. Maybe someone did something and hurt this Empress, put them in a third party, made them whatever, and they ran away. Let's see. Knight of Swords. Why the Knight of Swords reversed? The Empress wanted to pop its head out. Why the Knight of Swords reversed, please, Spirit? All the way out. The Three of Swords. What is that song? It's like, I got a locket in my pocket. I don't know the words to that song. If you do, that's the only part that I know. Ten of Swords reversed. Under the deck is the Hanged Man. Now, I don't know if you guys know this, but the Hanged Man is literally the world upside down, being stuck. Let's see. They can't run in, and they feel like this person feels like they can't run in and be reckless and go towards this Empress and, you know, have communication and come in and save the day, because they feel like they're protecting this Empress from pain. Or because they feel like if they go towards her, they will be in pain, and they're trying to okay, so one, they're being selfless. One side's being selfless and trying to protect her. They think that they're protecting her. They're not really protecting her, but they think they are, so they have good intentions. The other side is protecting their ego. They're afraid that if they go in, she's going to reject them. Man, all these reversals. The reason why the Seven Swords reversed is because the Ace of Swords are reversed. Because the truth was never spoken. Someone hid the truth. Someone snuck away just so that it's kind of like someone had a truth they needed to tell this Empress, but instead of having a conversation with her and explaining to her what's going on, why he's leaving, he's sneaking off in the middle of the night. And he never told her the truth. And she more than likely was thinking that they were going to get married, and now he's gone. And then he just left. The Five of Wands. He didn't tell her the truth because he didn't want to fight with her. He didn't want to have an argument. He didn't want to fight. He just possibly didn't see the ability for this marriage. But which is funny, because then he still sees the celebration with the Empress. Either that, or he's seeing the Empress celebrating. Why the Four of Wands reversed? Death reverse. Look at this. Okay, these are not all up. They're not all reversed. In fact, most of them are upright. But it's like all of them are, something never ended. Putting in the work to leave someone out in the cold. Page of Swords again. Someone focused too much on work. Okay, someone focused too much on work, and it made their Empress feel left out in the cold. What happens when the Empress feels left out in the cold? She doesn't feel loved. She doesn't feel nurtured. A female is a mirror to a man and how he treats her. And so when he's leaving her out in the cold, she feels the same. And so the Judgment is falling in reverse. So there was no reconciliation. There was no nothing. There was just someone who was just thinking that they could go put work in and do what they needed to do and then return in this Page energy. This Page, I don't get And it's the reason why they're coming in the page energy is because hold on. Give me one to clarify the Nine of Cups. Is it because they were greedy? The Eight of Wands. Justice. Because they're in victim mode. Because someone says, you left me out in the cold. While you were doing you, but you never even came back to communicate what was actually going on. There was, and now that you're coming back after the heartbreak, after you left me out in the cold, then you just expect me to take you right back. And you're coming in this page energy. And this whole time, you've been doing you, and now you want to communicate how you don't feel like it's fair. That's bullshit. I mean, even this justice guy, like, he seems all snooty. I don't. That's a hard one. All right. All right. Show me the Four of Wands reversed. The Eight of Swords reversed. They were not stuck. They just didn't want to look at something because they were afraid of it. They could have transmuted this Death card and like instantly turned it back around. And they're still focusing on these Three Cups. They could be focusing on how could they have put their Empress in this third party. Because they didn't want to be tied down. They didn't want to. They could have been afraid of commitment. And they were afraid. It was giving them nightmares. It was giving them anxiety. It's kind of like marriage. They were afraid that they would have to change everything to be with this Empress. They were afraid they would have to change, and so they were willing to risk the Empress being hurt just so that they would drop the marriage just so that they didn't have to change. This person could have had a drinking problem. I just heard. What the hell? 1-2 buckle my shoe. What the heck does that mean? 7, 8, lay 'em straight, 9, 10. Okay, I don't even know how that goes because all I can hear is the Freddy Krueger song in my head, 910 Never Sleep Again. So someone is having nightmares. Someone is having nightmares. This Empress could be having dreams of this person. This Empress really truly has not moved on. They never left the calmer waters. They could be stuck in this pain from this person doing what they did. The Emperor in reverse. I mean, the Emperor fell right on top of the Empress. But they're paired with the Six of Swords. It's like the Emperor was, when the Emperor was in his controlling, toxic, masculine energy, they don't move on to the calmer waters. They stay in choppy waters. They stay in the negative. They stay in the hard times. Tell me about this Three of Cups. Why the Three of Cups here? The Eight of Pentacles and the Tower. Some people, it's not like an actual third-party person. It's just this person put, the third party is their work. And now they've lost their job. Like, what the heck? It's like they put in all of this hard work. They didn't give their Empress time or attention or energy. They were like, listen, I'm going to have to put you on the back burner. I got to work. I'm going to leave you out in the cold because I've got to collect my coin. And now they have a change of mindset. You've got a Queen of Cups here. They knew that this person, this Empress, offered them love, but they didn't want to put the work in. The Seven of Pentacles to have this Ten of Cups. So when you don't put the work in to do it, the reason why they weren't doing it was because the Three of Cups again. And look, one man and two females. Usually the Three of Cups is three females. At least I think they're all females. It might be a man. I don't know. I have to look that up. Like, I always saw it as three females, but in this card, it's one man and two females. One with blonde hair, one with brown. And this Empress is now going to have to heal because they were juggled and left out in the cold. And their love was taken from them by this King of Cups. I mean, it's a true pair. It's a true pair. Okay, what? Alright, guys, I just heard a whole nother story. This King of Cups had a child that was not divinely guided. Like, in other words, this is a karmic child. Like, they were supposed to be with their person, but they slept with someone, possibly while they were drinking. Doesn't have to be. I'm just saying, there's a possibility. So they were not able to go towards their Ten of Pentacles. Look at this. It goes King to the 9 to the 6 to the Page of Pentacles. This person was losing money left and right. I don't know what happened here. It was like they couldn't go towards their Ten of Pentacles, and they ended up losing money. Or they ended up having to pay out a lot of money because they had a child that they weren't expecting. Because here's the thing. It's kind of like someone cheated on someone that's protected. I'm not laughing to be mean. I'm thinking of my own personal story. High Priestess. Yeah, they kept the secret. They did not tell the person that they were with that they got someone else pregnant. And that may have been the reason why they were stalled. Because they wanted to come in and offer this, but they knew that they couldn't do it because they wouldn't be able to come in and work. It wouldn't be right. It wouldn't be right to go towards someone else. And so they put up these blocks. And they knew that if they wrote in to give this Empress communication, she'd already be in Queen of Swords energy, because she's holding the stream in her hands. She is holding the secrets. She knows the secrets. She knows what went on. And she already waved her white flag to move on, because this was very bad luck for her, and it was a burden that was too heavy for her to handle. And even though she wanted to have this victory and everything, or she knows that she can have this victory with someone in passion if she manifests it, but this page is going to try to come communicate. But the Empress has found self-love. This other person does not have their happiness because they're not going in to look for themselves about what it is that they need to change, because they don't want to see the change. Because remember, they don't want to change. They don't want to change. All right, so let's see how this Emperor reverse feels about this feminine. Bonding. As you get to know each other, you discover many things in common. Okay, they feel like they never got to bond. Natural evolution. Let the situation unfold naturally. They feel like they never got to truly bond, and so they're just letting it do its thing. If it's gonna... I hate that saying. I hate it. Because it's like the most biggest cop-out of a saying ever. But sometimes you still use it, you know? It's like, it is what it is. I'm just going to let it be if it's going to be. Give me one more for how this Emperor feels about this Empress, please, Spirit. One more, please. They felt like that if they went towards them, healthy space and room to breathe. They feel like this Empress is clingy, and if they went towards them, they would have to change because she would be clingy, and he's not used to that. And he feels like he's not young anymore. This is like I'm seeing, you know, that movie Grumpier Old Men or whatever it is. They're like, I'm too old for this or something, you know. I'm too old for this playing and all this other kind of stuff. Okay, last one. Love language is physical touch. A tender touch means so much. All right, this person, I mean, their love language is not touch. I don't know how to flip that, guys. Their love language. Okay, so maybe it's just saying someone thinks that their love language is touch, but this is just Spirit saying their love language is not touch. Are these? All right, tell me how my collective feels about this person. How do they truly feel about this person that wishes they could come in, but they feel like they messed up? Ooh, that's a lot. They saw marriage with you. They felt like you weren't a perfect match. You complete each other in the most harmonious ways. They feel like you guys weren't harmonious, but they still saw marriage with you. It's kind of like saying you're perfectly imperfect. Dreams come true. Have faith, your rainbow will come smiling through. Like, yeah, they saw you as you seen them as your end all be all, but now you don't want to forgive them, and you think divine timing is just BS. You're like, screw this, I ain't waiting. But you, collective, you can't lie and say you don't love this person. You guys may be completely different. You could even be like, I don't know, different. Just different. There's my dog again, howling, trying to be a wolf. The tray normally doesn't go by this many times, because you hear it off in the background. So this is someone who maybe you feel that you didn't fit, but you thought that it was still cute that you guys were trying to fit into each other's worlds. And you could fit. You just would look different. Collective. I'm feeling tingles all over my back. I'm reading these up right. Venusian Galactic Council. Star Being Guides. Answer the call. Time to shine. Karmic board clearing. Energetic clearing. Rewrite your story and live your truth. This is your advice from Spirit. Spirit's saying you're being called to make the change. This is kind of like someone who Okay, I'm getting a picture in my head of the never-ending story where the book was blank. Like the second part of the book was blank. Spirit may be saying you cleared a karmic debt probably during this retrograde. You could have cleared a karmic debt. Now what do you want to do? The story is yours. You rewrite it however you want. Your truth is what is going to take you going forward. What is it that you want? Okay, so to find that out, you're going to need to go inward. You need to seek within self instead of without. Seek within instead of without. Because as within, so without. But you really need to focus on the within to transform your without, your outward. It says, Spirit is there. They're listening. You're being supported. But you have to, their Spirit will do so much. It's kind of like a manifestation, you know. You can manifest more money, but then you still have to go put the work in to get that money. You're manifesting the job that's going to pay you the money. It's going to come in, you know, in whatever way it needs to come in, and you just have to be willing to go with where it is. It's kind of like pouring out your liquid and going with the flow. I don't know if someone's thinking about Niagara Falls or a waterfall or something like that. Or a really hot coffee. Someone's spilling a really hot coffee. Let's see here. These just came in. These are new. Let's see what they look like. It's always tea time. Eternity, endless moments, repetition. It could be hot tea as well. It's always tea time. And she looks bored as junk. All right, it just fell down. If it falls to the floor, it comes to the door, but I can't find it. Oh my goodness. What the heck? Guys, seriously, I can't find this card. Maybe you can't find this person. Maybe they can't find you. Maybe they can't find the door. Guys, I don't know. The card is gone. Maybe you're gone. Maybe you moved. Maybe they moved. I don't know. But I'll have to find the card later, I guess, because I don't see it. It's gone. Painting the roses red. Someone's trying to hide the mistakes that they made instead of going back and redoing it again. It's kind of like I'm trying to paint this karmic situation as something beautiful, but I'm fucking miserable. Growing up, wanting to grow and experience rejection of perpetual youth. This is someone who's ready to grow up. They're like, I'm getting too old for this shit. I'm getting too old for playing these games. I'm hearing that old, I don't know what. I'm hearing that song, I don't want to be a player no more. No need to fear. What the heck is that thing? Remember how powerful you are. Look, it's like, look at this. This fish is eating the other one. It's kind of like Spirit saying, don't fear, because we're going to protect you. Become braver. Resilience, experience, growing stronger, and fresh perspective. Yeah, and that was in reverse. So you can't go back to yesterday. You got that in reverse. Uncertainty. Choose who you will become. So this is someone who's being told to go back. Someone is being told for certain they need to go back to the beginning, just like how I had to go find this deck from the beginning. Like, I'm gonna have to certainly find the card that I felt, that I dropped, the error that I made. I made the mistake by dropping the card on the ground, so now it's lost. And you know, I can't tell you what it is, because whatever falls on the floor comes to your door. But now I can't even tell you what's coming to your door, because maybe you don't even know what's coming to your door. Maybe you can't find your door. Maybe you don't know what door you want to go to. You don't know which door is yours. Let's see. Yes. Check. Spirit of the river. Movement towards adventure. Spirit of the river. Remember, in that card, that girl is holding the river. She's holding the emotions. We're going to go with this. I think the last time that I used this deck as an oracle, it was when I was given my twin reading. All in. All in. Number 8. All systems are go. Whatever you do right now, do not hold back. This is the perfect time to give it everything you've got. For every inch you move towards your dream, the universe will move it 10 times closer. It's time to raise the stakes and play your hand. I'd jump on in if I were you. So Spirit saying, you know, like the 8 is the what comes around goes around. Like what comes around goes around. And you know, everything is eternal. It's all going to come back together. The 8 is actually also the representation of the twin flames and how, you know, one goes into the other. And it's also the 4 of Wands doubled. But it needs to be communication brought back. Yeah. Alright, guys. Movement towards adventure and go all in. 50 breaks down to a 5, which is change. No matter how it goes, guys, I just heard, whether you choose this person or you don't, change is inevitable. You've got to stop being afraid of change, because you're literally just going to give up the things that make you happy, and you're going to end up having to change anyways, because nothing in life ever stays the same, and we have to learn that. it just changes a little bit slower. And so that we get to a point we don't see where it's changed or how much has changed, but it still changes if you look back to the past. So either way, change is coming. I'm hearing the song Change is Gonna Come. I actually heard that song a long time ago. Probably around the same time I was reading from that Oracle deck. A change is gonna come. It's a really good song. You should listen to it. Okay, what the hell is the Locket in My Pocket song? I don't know what this song is, but it keeps being played in my head over and over. I got a locket in my pocket. I don't know what that means. Anyways, maybe it makes sense to you, because it does not make sense to me. Like, if you know what the song is, let me know. Alright, that's what I have for you guys. Until next time, as always, stay weird. Bye.